Grammy Award-winning rock star who rose to the top of the charts with Jesse's Girl and has continued to churn out songs and has sold millions upon millions of albums over the past 20 years. He was also on TV over the years, playing heartthrob Dr. Noah Drake on General Hospital several times and starring in films like Hard to Hold. He also wrote his memoir just a few years ago, and now you can add fiction writer to the list of Rick Springfield's many accomplishments. His new fiction novel is titled Magnificent Vibration, and he joins us now to talk about it. Good to see you.
Thank you.
First of all, congratulations, because you just got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I did.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's very cool. Actually, from where the star is, I used to, when I first came here from Australia, I used to live 2 blocks from where that star is, and I used to walk up and down. And you
probably walked up and down dreaming, and did you ever think that was possible?
Yeah, I came here with a lot of ambition from Australia. I came here to pursue a career, and yeah, I thought it could be a possibility.
But it's here. I love it. Did you see, okay, where is it located? Between who? By who?
It's outside the Live Nation building, which is great.
That's great.
But it's
music?
Don Cornelius and Freddie Fender as well, my others.
I love it. Now, you've had so many hits, and I'm sure just thinking of that, being nominated and looking at the videos as you've been touring, what do you think when you look back and you see yourself in the video for Jesse's Girl?
I look like I'm trying really hard.
No, you're so cool. You probably weren't. You're probably really confident at that time.
I've always been confident with a guitar in my hands, but we actually, that scene right there, we shot we shot on a budget. We had $1,500 for 2 videos, and we shot that behind the old Guitar Center in Hollywood, and it started at 1 o'clock in the morning, and by the time the cops arrived at 3, we had finished the shot, and then we took off. And then
yeah. Now, we had a viewer on Facebook who said, can you please ask if it's about someone special, Jesse?
Oh, yeah, of course it is. My book, every character in it starts from a kernel of truth, and then it goes on to become whatever it becomes in a story. And the same with songs. I start anyway with a truthful moment, and then the song becomes whatever it is. There was the guy's name was Gary, but it didn't sound too good in the song. So
not Gary's Girl.
No.
Now, do you have a favorite song that you've written and performed over the years?
It's really the newer stuff. I think my last 3 albums have been some of my best records so far. And we still do a lot of the live stuff. We're touring a lot of the new stuff live. We're touring with Pat Benatar this summer.
Yeah, you're going to come here to Phoenix.
Yeah. It's going to be a great show. Because Neil Giraldo, her husband, actually played guitar on the original Jesse's Girl. So It's been a long time coming, yeah.
So you've been friends for a while?
Yeah, long time.
And now you're going to tour. You can see him in Phoenix in July, so check that out. Of course, when you were, having all these hits as a rock star, you're on TV too. Mm-hmm. So, that makes you an even bigger star.
Yeah, it was quite a lot of attention all at once. And it's not, everyone thought it was orchestrated, but it was just happened. It was just chance.
It was just chance, but you were so successful, and then you took a break. You got married. You've been married for 30 years, which is amazing. You had 2 children. What about that time? Tell me about that.
I pulled the plug on my career in 1985, so I could, mainly because I was depression had landed on me. I have dealt with depression all my life, and that's one of the main themes in my autobiography that I wrote, and a lot of people have said they're glad I came out with that, because not a lot of people have it's not cool to have depression.
No, but you talk about it a lot in Late at Night, which we're seeing here. And a lot of people, too, have said it's one of the top, rock star autobiographies of all time.
Yeah, Rolling Stone called it, I put it in the top 25 all time, which is great. The best review Rolling Stone ever gave me.
Yeah, there you go. Now, you've continued to make music and tour, like you said. If you go, even just on your website, you're looking and you're like, oh my goodness. You did a song with Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters, and you've done this and that. It's pretty amazing. How do you continue to churn this out and keep working like this?
I love what I do, and I love writing, which is this. I wrote my novel in 4 months on the road, because we travel a lot in planes and have a lot of downtime, and so I can focus on a plane, and that's when I put that time to work.
Yeah, let's talk about the book. I can't imagine. I know you're a songwriter, so that's in you, but still, to write a fiction novel is quite an undertaking. How does that start?
Well, I started out as a kid wanting to be a writer, and the only good grades I ever got in school were for my essays. So my teacher was always saying, you should be a writer, you should be a writer. So I started to focus on that. And then music took over, and I channeled that into songwriting. But I always wanted to get back to prose. And writing the autobiography myself showed me that I could finish a book.
Yeah, because you wrote your autobiography. Not everyone does.
Right.
You know, they work with people. You wrote your own. This is really... why don't you tell me the premise of the book?
It's an extreme novel. It really kind of... A lot of twists and turns and a surprise ending. And it's really hard to explain it without giving it all away. But the premise... It starts out with a 32-year-old guy just gone through a brutal divorce, hates his job, and he steals a self-help book called Magnificent Vibration, Discover Your True Purpose. And on the inside cover is a handwritten note, 1-800-CALL-GOD. And he does. And first he doesn't believe it's God, but then...
God proves himself
yes,
in many ways.
And he finds out that God has a bit of an attitude and is actually quite upset with the way we've been dealing with his beautiful planet.
Well, you know, it's really funny. I mean, I was laughing out loud, but then, you know, there's a lot of emotion in the book, too.
Yeah, I think you have to ground humor in with some kind of heart and soul. And I think you know, there's a lot of things I believe in the book, not necessarily all of it, but my family's very different than the family in the book.
You're pointing that out.
Yeah.
For a good reason.
I had a great
Read
dad.
the book to find out more. But it really is, it's a great book. You should read it. And the best part is, I know a lot of your fans want to meet you. And you can actually meet Rick Springfield tonight, everyone, at Changing Hands from 7 to 9. Tickets are available for select times, but they're required to attend the event. So to learn more, go to changinghands.com.